think development is only about economic growth, then you need to watch this video.
Development issues are really close to our daily lives. Do you know what's happening around us? Pollution, poverty, inequality, oppression, violence. It is not good, right? We can't develop a better world if these issues are still around.
Creating a better world is everyone's job. It's my job and your job. Keep watching this video and you'll be inspired to transform the world.
When we talk about development issues, we cannot overlook gender and how it shapes human lives.
Gender refers to the socially constructed characteristics of women and men, such as norms, roles, and relationships of and between groups of women and men. It varies from society to society and can be changed. We are born either male or female and are taught to behave in a certain way, including how we should interact with others within households, communities, and workplaces. When individuals or groups do not fit into these established gender norms, they often face stigma, discrimination, or social exclusion.
Why does gender matter for development? Society makes us believe that certain spheres in social relationships are made specifically for men and women. This is happening right now. Discrimination exists. We can change that through equal education, healthcare, decent work, and fair political representation. Gender equality is not only a fundamental human right, it is necessary for a peaceful and prosperous world.
We need to rethink how we view and represent gender from a two-category system based on differences in appearances and move toward a more integrated system of inclusion that focuses more on the primary needs and fundamental human functions.
It is not only gender inequality that we should be worried about. Oppression and discrimination could happen everywhere to every subject, and we could see it through the lens of intersectionality.
According to Crenshaw, intersectionality is a framework for the understanding of overlapping identities and experiences. An intersectionality approach helps us to understand how an individual experiences oppression based on their multiple identities, including races, age, religion, class, and gender.
Intersectionality is important for development as development policies often focus on one minority or oppressed group and does not consider the intersection of these groups. For example, a policy can focus on women in Africa, but by not taking into consideration their religion, the policy may not be effective.
Our perception of intersectionality must reconsider the multiple identities each individual possesses and focus on an understanding of this overlap to create more effective, appropriate, and accurate developmental policies and agendas.
All human beings are born free and equal, with dignity and rights. It is stated in the first article of Universal Declaration of Human Rights. But what does it mean? In this part, you will see development through human rights-based approach.
Human rights are rights to which every person is entitled to because of the fact that they're a human being. They're deeply ingrained, they're innate, they're inherent, they're inalienable. Nobody can take them away from you. It does not matter your sex, your color, your race, your nationality. It does not even matter your sexual preferences. You have this right.
Minority groups are increasingly facing exclusion, discrimination, even violence from national or global development agenda. In 2016, Berta Cáceres, a renowned indigenous land rights and environmental defender in Honduras, was killed. For this reason, we fundamentally need human rights-based approach in development.
In development agendas, it is important to use the human rights-based approach. This will ensure, amongst others, gender equality and the elimination of all forms of oppression.
Human rights-based approach, it emphasizes more on the engagement of all actors such as states, NGOs, stakeholders, and civil societies. The engagement is fundamentally needed so there will be no exclusion, marginalization, impoverishment of vulnerable communities.
Growth is about production, consumption of materials and energy from the environment. As the population increases, production grows up to meet the needs of the population, which means there will be more consumption and more waste from the economy to the environment. That's why today we are living in the era of stagnation, rapid impoverishment, inequality, and ecological disasters.
In addition to a social economic input of our sun, we should also focus on health of the environment. Because currently our economy is not sustainable. Overconsumption of material and energy increases our environmental impact. Degrowth is the alternative.
So why degrowth is important for development? The idea of degrowth is suggesting alternative economic system. Degrowth is all about less and indifferent system. Degrowth is a political, economic, and social movement based on ecological economics, anti-consumerist and anti-capitalist idea.
A society that shares, cares, reduces, and simplifies will move us to a better world.
We can see the growth as remaking in response to tradition. Capitalist economic growth is the promotion of a new and different economic structure of service exchange and resources sharing.
Are you curious about why we use social media to spread information about development studies? It brings us to our last concept, pop culture.
Previously, popular culture has been associated with youth, TV, movies, music, and celebrities.
However, the way that we access and interact with popular culture now has been revolutionized by technology.
As cell phone users spread and the internet is connecting us in a new way, more and more of us are utilizing social media each year.
We are no longer using our phones for calling. We are using it as a channel to express our feelings, thoughts, and ideas, especially through social media. Social media is a key tool in shaping today's culture.
So we use social media, particularly Instagram, to share our message, to share information and ideas to all people around the world and especially all young generations to raise their awareness about development issues.
Through this platform, we would like to raise awareness to people, especially the young generation, of the real situations of our world today and to make them interested in understanding development.
So, popularization of development? Why not?